Indigo Sky, aka Trigger Rankin.
What the fuck?
Alright, y'all, what's going on? Today we doing my favorite, most scandalous Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? We might have that Dawn today, that MS LS Dawn today. TV. But yeah, y'all go check out Most Scandalous Los Angeles TV. A lot of good content. It picked through a lot of lies, bro.
Yo, you live.
Hey, why wax on your old box career?
You asking about another man? Don't ask about another man, bro. Go ask another man why another man say what another man say. Don't ask about no other man, bro. You ask me about other men, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about me, bro. Don't ask me about other men, bro.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. In this episode, you're going to hear Porky, the Pyru Police aka CS2 badges, go on a vicious verbal attack against Charisse Mills and Loose Cannon. Apparently there's a story going around that Porky got ran out of Miami, and he's not too happy about it. So he's got a lot to say about these two. He also reads a portion of Loose's father's paperwork that I'm pretty sure he got from Eddie Boy. In the video, you're going to hear CS2 back accuse Lucy of putting in work for Big U, even though Porky knows the feds are listening. I guess Porky and Lucy are in a race to see who can tell on who first.
Man, Wack keep playing, bro. Wack gonna mess around and be right in there with Luce and Brick Baby, dog, and Big U and them. And then he gonna have some problems. Cause if he end up in there with Luce, Big U them, cause Big U already think he has something to do with it. So Wack need to kind of like fall back like a small back and basically just, you know what I'm saying, come back like an asthma attack after that, all that bullshit. But yeah, he need to stay away from them and stop talking to them.
Got content?
Yeah, this some new content, these bozos.
Let's go.
So we're gonna play this content. Okay, so I go at Freeway Rick. I didn't really go at Freeway Rick. Y'all seen I try to be humble. The man FaceTimes from Vlad, call my bluff, talking about the paperwork. I'm telling him, look.
All this stuff with Freeway Ricky Ross, the real Rick Ross, bro. All that's cap too. All that's cap, bro. Rick Ross ain't telling on nobody, bro. The only thing he did was expose the police. That was it, bro. That man ain't told on nobody, bro. This man been 10 toes down, did his time. Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing? But yeah, he did his time or whatever. Hey, y'all hit the like button too. But yeah, he did his time, bro. Stood 10 toes down, did his years, got out. And if he would have told on somebody, bro, they would have been talking about this before he even got out, bro.
Ron tripped the police and I feel with you on that. But a nigga gave me some other paperwork calling while I was suspended. Right? Boom. He tell me I'm lying. Now I didn't tell him what nigga gave me the paperwork. Right? I look up, Loose Cannon calls this nigga on the phone on the jail call.
Damn, son.
Hey, Freeway Rick, hey King, hey, what's out here with Wax talking about? Hold on, bozo. You the mother that came with the paperwork and gave it to nigga. Right? While we was on stream, y'all on the Honey Show YouTube channel. So they talking. All right, cool. Freeway calls 600 once I released the paperwork. He said, yeah, my Zoe niggas chased Wack out of Miami 2 days ago. Now this sometime this week. Now the last time I was in Miami is when I did the Charleston White interview. I ain't been back, that got to be a couple months, right? I've been in California the last month and a half, 2 months or whatever, right? So I called Freeway Rick. 600 got.
Bro, I can't give you no shout out with a name like that, bro. That's a weird name, bit dog. Hey, what's up?
the content.
They might clip that up and use that against the bro.
Right? If I get on the phone with Freeway Rick, Freeway Rick say this. You said a nigga chased me to the police freeway. Do you know that
I ain't got premium, y'all already know. That's a blue now.
Ain't no nigga chase me where I go with. Yeah. So I ain't been to Miami. When I left you in Miami?
Yeah, we was out there like a month ago. Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. So well, that nigga, I got him gold. I can film it on film. Freeway, look, I know you got your elbow. Don't get it with me. I'm not a rapper, bro. Ain't no nigga chase me. I ain't been to Miami since Memorial Day. So I don't know who told you that, but he lied. But if you want to act like you want to chase me, let me know where you're at.
Shot 9 said it.
Who?
Shot 9.
I don't know that nigga. He lied to you, bro. On Power Room. On everything.
Power Room.
Last time I left Miami was Memorial Day. I left 600 there. Ain't been back. So now, I sit back and I wait. And sure enough, Freeway Rick and Loose Cannon talk. Loose Cannon calls with old nigga. With this hungry.
We got some trolls in here, y'all. Hey, man. Hey, bro. The trolls. Hey, man. Fall back, bro. Fall back, trolls, please.
We Hippo Sharice, right? It looks like she done swallowed the hamburger and the ham at the same time, right? They called this nigga.
This man said, how dare I be black on a Monday morning?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And I'm gonna let y'all hear this phone conversation. Pay attention when Loose Cannon get on the phone with this old nigga down in Miami. He tells them, nah, we ain't. He gets off of it real quick. He calls back, they try to double back. Sharice on the phone with this old nigga like she know the nigga. And she tries to put it like, yeah, we just wanted to get it clear what you did to Wack. She tried to twist it, but he don't go for it. So when I hear this 20 minutes ago, y'all know what Wack did. I called this old nigga. So we're gonna play their content first, right?
Bro say he thought it was. Bro say he thought it was funny. Hey. Hey. You tried.
Yesterday. And then I'm gonna play me fresh off the phone with this nigga today. Here we go.
Let's get right to it.
To hear the cost of this call, press 4 now. To accept, you may begin speaking now.
Hello? Sorry, what's up with it, G? What's up, Pete? How you doing? Good. Ever since the call with you and Freeway, Wack and 600, they got I don't know, bent out of shape over it, but you know how they got, and they've been on a scorched earth. Oh, that, right, you got my phone, right? Yeah, no, but we're gonna get the real story with Zoe. Zoe, what's up with it? Hey, how you been, bro? Man, you know I've been chilling, in good spirits. I know. Keep up with your people, man. I was, shit got hot, but, I'm pretty sure you be good. I'm good, stay good. I wanted to touch on the story with you and Wack. Because the Freeway Rick said that you chased him out of Miami, right? We on the phone.
Looks like this guy, Loose Cannon, is out here trying to get someone else locked up, on a federally recorded line, no less. He's talking about running
If somebody call your phone, bro, from the Fed, talking street business, you need to tell them.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Hang the fucking phone up.
That's 2 badges, another federal informant, out of the city. This is what the so-called exposers are bringing to the table, y'all.
Yeah, I know. But I
So the dude loose cannon is on the phone with says he's not the one who did it, but he never said it didn't happen. That means there's still a real chance somebody did run Porky up out of Miami.
Cliff is good. Cliff is good. You know, he was just in Africa. I just got back.
You notice, as soon as he seen he couldn't get no fake shit out of dude, he switches everything up. Watch this.
His 10 minutes just got up, but he's gonna call right back.
Now listen to this big old war talk like she even know what's going on. You notice that when she said, "How you doing, Zoe?" He didn't even acknowledge the. I'm gonna show y'all why after this clip.
Prime Day is coming July 8th through 11th with great deals on whatever you're getting into now. What's the move?
You know, that's really good people. I stay in touch with people too.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, he just wanted to set the record straight because, you know, obviously, he's on podcasts talking about how no one could ever run him out of no city and whatnot.
The nigga already done said, "I don't know what you talking about with Wack." But watch this.
So, you know, he just wanted yes. Hold on one second. He's calling back. So that's why Kenny just wanted to get to the bottom of it so he could clear the air. Because, you know, Wack is, you know, I called him many times. But hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on, let me get him on. You have a prepaid collect call from an inmate at a federal prison. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To hear the cost of this call, press 4 now. To accept, you may begin speaking now.
Hello? Yeah, no, definitely. You know what we're gonna hit the street. We're gonna go running. Yo, you wild, man. When you get down, you gotta get money, steal the money. Be very smart. You know what I mean? Listen, you know I got money. I know you. You know, that's the but me and Free will be cool. We cool, we call me. Yeah, that's family. Yeah, no, I'm cool. We definitely, he was telling us a story about how, bubble butt.
All right, thank you so much, Zoe.
Lucy just told Zoe that he chased out Bubble Butt, and right before we could hear Zoe's response, it cut straight to Sharice Mills thanking him. So we already know something got edited out right there. We don't know if Porky cut that part because Zoe admitted he really did run him out, or if Lucy cut it because the dude might have said something incriminating. Either way, it doesn't even matter. It was all said on a federally recorded line.
We'll talk, we'll catch up, and listen, you know, we're gonna set the record straight and let everybody know what's what, because, you know, we're not about to make it, people think like we're running some fake narratives and fake plays, talking about, you know, no one could ever chase him. He's in a whole podcast.
You know, like, Luce good in Miami. Luce was with me in like Luce was there with us in the city. Actually,
Now, y'all catch the bitch play, right? Now, I know what I do when I heard this. I called the nigga. Let's see what he got to say.
Let's get right to it.
called you yesterday. had called you yesterday talking about you rambling out or something? What are you talking about? Yeah, I thought, that's not me. I never heard of that. I never heard of that story, but that's not it. I thought maybe somebody else, but not me. And as far as I know, Michael always said good shit about shit. When I talk to Mike, let me ask you something, bro. Yeah, I don't know how you know Loose Cannon, but back in our day, where we come from, what named Loose Cannon? And you...
Watch this. Watch how Loose sitting there acting like he know this nigga. Remember Gigi always says this. Loose will meet a nigga through a nigga.
Porky said Lucy always knows somebody through somebody else. But that's exactly how Porky moves too. He met Simon through somebody else. He met Reggie through somebody else. He met the game through somebody else. He met Ray J through somebody else. He met Mark Stevens and even Shaquille O'Neal through somebody else. And the list just keeps going. So if that's the standard, Porky's no different.
Watch how Loose Cannon knows this nigga. Pay attention.
Loose Cannon only came around me when I was about to sign Black China, and he was dating Black China. So my lawyer brought Black China to me, so that's how I met him. Yeah, I really like you guys, boy.
He knows Loose Cannon through she got business with Black China. He said, I don't know him like that. Watch Sharice, the hippopotamus, faking like, hey, yeah. Watch this.
I had a long time ago. Yeah. So you let this nigga well, I never been Black China, yeah. You know what's crazy, you gotta respect he's calling you in a freeway like she know you, and the whole time she calling you based upon this weirdo met you in another. I don't even know her. I don't even know what she look like. Because we ain't even know I never met her. Alright, call me when you call me when they call me.
Damn, son.
I think I'm out there about a month, so I'll see you when I get there. Alright, bro, I'm going to
Listen, man, you must live in a fake life. I'm confused. Is anybody else not confused? I'm confused now. Sharif, nobody knows you. You called a nigga that knows Loose Cannon based upon Black China, another. You talking on the phone like you the other. This why he didn't acknowledge you. Nobody knows you. Marty Moore knows you for tossing you up. He said he was sleeping in the London hotel. You didn't have no money. He let you sleep over there in the little chair. Woke up, you had his wife in your mouth. Somebody else just called
Damn,
me,
son.
saying the same shit. You getting ran. 4 other 6-0s got footage of you getting ran. But I'm gonna let you end of the day, listen. Wasn't no Loose Cannon when niggas was out here really moving and shaking and baking. The world only knows who Loose Cannon is for Whack 100. Whack 100 shed the light. The first time you came in No Jump, you was half naked. We was already warned that Loose you out. I told my girl, baby, this is half naked with nothing on. Nipples showing, lace, everything see-through. We called through the home front, they said, look, bro, the nigga pimped the bitch out. Pay attention. Ain't nobody allowing a woman to show up like that, sit out at the table with her butt looking like that. And it was crazy, it was like, she built like a walrus for real. Damn. Feet is wide as a mother. Her feet is like the width of a local brain. No troll, no cap, swear to God. And this is got the nerve to wear Balenciaga. Is this child of mine? You can't be no wide foot wearing no mother bulky ass shoe. Are you okay? Like you mad at me because Loose Cannon sends me the picture of the and I didn't tell him to send me that. The nigga said, I'm glad this lost the baby. That's what he said. I said, I put it up, that's it. Don't get mad at me, get mad at him. You knew I could only get it if he sent it to me. I didn't tell him to send it to me. What you mad at? Yeah, you call niggas out your name, but you ain't never had a fight in your life. You just right there. Ain't nobody worried about you. Use the bozo. You the one ain't figured it out. But what we just did figure out is you thought you was gonna call that man and get him to say some shit. And the minute he didn't say it, all of a sudden Luce gotta get off the phone. He gets off the phone, you get on the phone, yeah, because we just try to clear up. She cleared it up. But Wack cleared it up today. I called him. Wack, you know how far back you go with our people. I told him I didn't know what to be talking about.
I'm gonna keep it real. Whoever this Zoe dude is, he needs to be seriously worried right now. He's getting calls from a dude in federal prison, trying to entrap him. Then on top of that, he's got a known federal informant, CS2 badges, hitting his line on another call. At some point, he's got to stop and ask himself, what the hell is going on? Because right now, it's looking like the feds are calling him back to back.
Where you know this nigga from? I know him from Black China. We was doing a deal with Black China. He came with Black China. Once a year, you always this nigga that get to know a nigga through another nigga. You never the nigga. We exposed you trying to snitch and line it up with that motherfucker alive in that money mark. You got mad. Exposed the called you attorney. We're gonna rerun that next week. And the attorney exposed that what you was trying to do. Listen, bro, go your way. We gave the paperwork to your twin brother. You in there with the nigga that was gonna rob and kill you, your mama, and kidnap your mama and your twin brothers. I got that paperwork too on Paru. We just can't let it go. But you in there with big, you putting in work for a nigga. Hold on, let me read this work for y'all. Y'all gonna trip off this shit. Watch this work right here. Y'all seen some shit, watch this work. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send this work. I'm gonna send this one page right here to our morning show chat. Just y'all got it. Media team, here you go. Y'all can use this as cover sheet. See, I be trying to spare niggas, but I don't know what's wrong with this. All right. Let me show you how much of a bozo you is. Now, Loose Cannon daddy snitched. Eddie Boy we fuck with on Eddie Boy's little brother, ratted on him. He lied snitched on him. But y'all finna be over this. Let's get right to it. Nigga, you run around with Big U, putting in work for Big U. Watch this shit.
Let's not forget, Big U is in federal custody right now, fighting his case. And what does CS2 badges do? He gets on Clubhouse, knowing...
And make it worse for the man. Like, that's snitching, dog. That's snitching, bro. That's...
Full well the feds are listening, and tells Lucy he was out here putting in work for Big U. That right there shows you exactly how
what's up? What's up? Hey, I'm coming. Y'all, what's up? I'm back. What's happening? Oh yeah, we got a finish video. My bad. I had a phone call, man. I couldn't miss that call. That was my people.
Work, but nah. This man is actively telling. That's his real agenda. And like I said before, Lucy's telling on him too. These dudes are in a full-blown race to snitch on each other. And let's not forget, at one point him and his wife replacement, R&B, Porky used to run around bragging that he had keys to Big U's house. Look at what he's doing. This is how we know. It's only a matter of time before he gets Love's voice.
The individuals in the vehicle were Michael Shelton, aka Slim, a person unidentified at this point in time, is Big Cat, who was on the passenger side. Shelton was driving. A person known as Lattimore Nelson, also known as No Good, and a person called Big U, true name Eugene Henley, were in the rear portion of the vehicle. The vehicle stopped in front of George Williams. The person known as Big Cat was holding a handgun in his hand. His arm was extended outside the passenger portion of the vehicle, which was on the side of George Williams. George Williams, you guys, is Loose Cannon's father. George Williams was ordered to enter the vehicle, which he did. What did he say? What happened then? At that time, the suspect drove George Williams to several locations. One of them being his ex-wife, who was by his twin sons, who had twin sons by him. That house was pointed out to George Williams by Michael Shelton, who was the driver of the vehicle. He asked George Williams if he knew who lived there. George Williams acknowledged, yes, my wife and my twin boys live there. Oh, we ain't done. You bust ass nigga. You run around here putting in work for a nigga who didn't kidnap your daddy and finna kill and kidnap you and your mom. He also was driven to his grandmother's house, pointed out that location by Michael Shelton. Asked if he knew who lived there. Of course he answered, yes I do. My grandmother lives there. And he was told that he wasn't to go to court and testify against Rodney Glaze. Right? That if he did go to court and testify against Rodney Glaze, that his grandmother, his ex-wife, and his children, I haven't been able to determine if it was his new wife, nor his girlfriend, her parents were all going to be smoked. They also, Michael Shelton, also told him that if the police hide him out until it's time to go to court, eventually they will catch up with him. Maybe 6 months later, whenever. Eventually they'll catch up with him. Big U, Eugene Henley, told George Williams that if he didn't have anything to lose and that he better not show up in court. He better not be anywhere near the court, and that Rodney Glaze better not do any time in this case. Nigga, you. Boy, you in there looking at a RICO about putting in some work for the very nigga who was threatening to you, your brother, and your mama, and your grandma. How much of a bozo can you be? Hold on, media team. Let me get you that page too. That's bad one.
Shout out to exposure.
Uh-oh. Listen, just because a nigga ain't saying nothing, don't mean we ain't got it. Now, you can thank that big old big drunk to yours, Hungry Hippo number 1, 2, 3, and 4, because she's the man of the motherfuckers. And at some point in time, the big, you know, she got to take lead. Now, Luke, let's talk about it. Remember Sharice's mama, the one living in Arizona, the one who you said got a better body than your own girl, but she's her mama, the one you said is a head doctor that gives you head to and from the airport when you pick her up and drop her off? Yeah. Won't y'all have a conversation about that? The one that's trying to call a prostitute, OG Blue out of New York, right? Yeah, until OG Blue picked up on it and stopped returning the big calls. I'm gonna leave it right there. But Sharice, not only did you say your mama got a better body than you, which I can't lie, she does. You built like a warrior, but then you got a better body than you. We've seen her. He also said her throat is deeper than yours. I'm gonna let y'all live with that. I got a whole war chest over here full of a whole lot of shit. I fire back when I want to. Lose, you a good intentionally behind putting in work doing robberies for a nigga.
Scandalous Los Angeles TV. Y'all need to go check that shit out, cause that nigga be dissecting shit. I was waiting to come in.
Shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles TV.
My name.
I was really impressed to tell you that shit with playing my family.
Exposed. Shout out to all them dudes, man. Scandalous TV, you know.
I'm gonna give you a shout out, Scandalous TV. This is 600. The best to do and get away with it. Make sure y'all shout out Scandalous TV. Like, share, and subscribe. See y'all soon. Let's get it.
Scandalous Los Angeles TV, motherfucking Lou. Great work, Los Angeles TV. Great work, Scandalous Los Angeles. Shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles TV. He is the fucking GOAT.
We even got the most scandalous hater in here.
I got you. You did your job, bro. You did 60 diss videos against me. So you got it.
Scandalous Los Angeles TV.
Expose these nice ass niggas to make some bodies. Shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles. We're gonna jump into the camera. I'm trying to do the 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up? We live from out there. What's up? Y'all wanna be famous? Here you go.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Today we have an exclusive interview with Deuce M's and Big Bullet. Two back. But today, you get to hear it directly from Big.
What's the name of the big project? That's what they call it. They just call it projects. Yeah, they didn't have one no like the Nickersons and all. We just called them motherfucking projects. What see the thing about that was the first piece came out there and they got us projects and motherfuckers doing we had moved. So there wasn't no need going back to shit really that much.
Last warning. If you don't get your $25,000 expense benefit this week, you risk.
So it'll be a situation like a situation where I know.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy work, dog. Like,
At the segment, because how it was placed together, it was good content and it didn't do no numbers. And I was really on it and wanted to listen to it like, some of this stuff was interesting. But yeah, once it got to certain parts, I did know, like, hold on, Wack did what? No, I know the situation because I got friends from over there in the main streets, and as well as I was in jail when this situation was going on. But as I said, it was a good segment placed together, but it just didn't get no views, and or the views I think the content should have warranted. But that part of it definitely was false information. It was false information.
Welcome back to
False information.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Today marks day 2 of us breaking down the web of lies Porky told on Bomb First just the other day. By now, many of you are well aware of the stories Porky's been spinning, And today, we're gonna see him do it all over again. So again, we'll be peeling back more layers, exposing more contradictions, and revisiting some critical details that have been overlooked or flat out twisted. We're also going to take a deeper look at what Stutterbox had to say about the informant he introduced to Ray J, codenamed CS2back. The other day, Young Ant reacted to one of Deuce's live streams, and whatever was said clearly struck a nerve, because Porky snapped, publicly disrespecting Ant on Reggie's live. That heated moment led Ant to call the Crip Cop, and shortly after, he found himself on a three-way phone call with Porky. A phone call that was almost certainly being recorded by federal agents. These aren't just casual conversations. When you're dealing with known informants and open investigations, everything is monitored. After that call, Young Ant went live to tell his side of the story. And at the very end, he dropped something that caught me off guard. He said he knows for a fact that Porky didn't snitch on the main streets. Let that sink in. Because if that's true, it flips the entire narrative.
Black might have paid him to say that. Black might have paid him. Like, you might have paid him to say that.
If Porky didn't snitch on the main streets, then he can't be CS2back. And if he's not CS2...
He definitely CS2back.
Back, then that means we've been pointing fingers at the wrong person this whole time. But we all know over here, without a shadow of a doubt, that the pork belly pit poodle is indeed the one, the only CS2back.
So your Texas gun case was dismissed by interest of death?
It's Reggie White, y'all. Reggie White talking to Whack 100.
That's because. But this is what you gotta do, right? Not from a bad search. Why do you lie about that is what you want to know. So go ahead.
What do you mean? Okay, but see, I think what they missed in Reg was this. I only filed our motion. We stood on our motion. See, just because you strike a motion down, don't mean you walk away from the motion.
Because I seen you spent about $30,000 fighting this case. I remember you showing me something right there.
390.
Did you catch that? Porky has been claiming
he paid $390,000 to beat the case.
Paid $390,000 for his Texas gun case. But Reggie just called him out, saying it was actually only $30,000. To top it off, Reggie reminded him that he'd already shown him the documentation to prove it.
Hold on, y'all. I ain't got premium, so give me a second. Got commercials coming, so.
Wouldn't it be great if you could read and manage your business mail from anywhere? Wish you had.
Reggie reminded him that he'd already shown him the documentation to prove it.
Okay. Now, hold on. I'm about to fuck you up, Reg.
Okay.
I had two attorneys.
Okay.
My point attorney in Cali, which you know who this is, but I never told you it was, because I didn't trust Texas. So I went to my attorney in Cali, and he said, I'm a Jewish guy at Beverly Hills. They hate me.
They're not out there.
So what he did was found the top attorney in that area.
Okay.
My attorney here wrote everything. You know who that was, Reggie?
Who?
Jeffrey Brody.
Yeah, Brody. Yeah, I heard you talk about Brody
You know
before.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Brody was my attorney here. So he wrote up everything and he sent it there. And then he was a top attorney in that area. So that was like our faith. But I trusted it because everything he was doing was by Brody's direction. So the whole time, all we had was one defense, illegal search seekers in Trump.
Everything Porky is saying is for absolutely nothing. His case was dismissed in the interest of justice, not for illegal search and seizure. Period. We already spoke to the Wheeler County Court Clerk, Debbie Does Dallas McLaughlin, and she let us know exactly what dismissed in the interest of justice entails.
Which was denied.
No, you're next.
Okay. Oh, Oh, you're talking about in 2011 or 2010, right?
Yes, 2011, yes.
And that was in dismissing the interest of justice.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that.
Obviously, it's kind of suspicious. This isn't normal, but I'm just looking at it from the perspective of I done heard motion to dismiss for illegal search and seizure, violations of one's constitutional right, but for I'm quite sure if I got caught with a gun, that they wouldn't be telling me they're dismissing for in the interest of justice unless
Exactly.
Let's make sure we highlight what we've learned in our first two segments thus far. First, we found out that Porky was lying when he accused Deuce of adding the word back to the paperwork. Then we found out Porky was lying when he said there was no CS2 back section in the paperwork. Deuce added that to the paperwork also. After that, Porky lied again and said the paperwork said CS2 back was a low-level drug dealer. That's 3 lies, Porky told us, all surrounding the same paperwork. Here we are today, and we hear Porky lying about his case being dismissed due to an illegal search and seizure. And to add insult to injury, Porky also lied when he said he spent $390,000 to beat the case.
Right? I fought that case for 6 years. Now, Reggie, a lot of these dudes who really ain't fought cases and really been in their system, if you Google the definition of Texas law, when dismissed in the interest of justice, it tells you only one person can exercise this.
Yeah.
The judge.
The judge.
Every time Porky tells us to do something, we do it. And every time it proves him wrong. In Texas, a case involving an informant can be dismissed in the interest of justice by a judge or magistrate, either on their own motion or upon the application of the prosecutor, if they believe it serves the broader goals of justice, according to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. In a felon in possession of a firearm case in Texas, a judge could consider the interest of justice in sentencing, potentially leading to a lighter sentence or dismissal, especially if the defendant is an informant who provided valuable information.
Okay, so Reggie, although the judge struck down the first motion, it didn't stop Brody from refiling, right? He got drug dog.
Yeah, you don't smell weed.
Drug dog.
Yeah, you don't smell weed, no alcohol.
Dumbass. But me and Box, yeah, I talked to Box when he called me. But me and Box, yeah, I talked to Box when he called me. Box called me this morning. He said, what is Aunt Hefe bozo ass talking about? You got my road rage. My road rage was already shot up and gone before I even started fucking with you. But these are a lot of niggas who wasn't around. They play like they did, they play like that. But this 2025, we talked about he knows. They figured they said it 6 years. He ain't run out of money. Most of the time niggas run out of money. I'm on parole, bail. I got to call in every Thursday. So the judge comes in and says, I'm going to dismiss this in the interest of justice. Right? My file is over. I Google the definition of a dismissal under Texas law interest of justice.
in sentencing, potentially leading to a lighter sentence, potentially leading to a lighter sentence dismissal, especially if the defendant is an informant who provided.
That sound like H1, bro. A whole nother state, you in Texas, and you get caught with a pistol in your car, and
It's most important